Hello and welcome back. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay informed on the latest news affecting the royal family. In the heart of London, against the backdrop of a city steeped in heritage and resilience, King Charles and Queen Camilla appear in notably high spirits as they step into Somerset House. The neoclassical building, once a bastion of royal administration, now serves as a symbol of evolving cultural sophistication, a fitting stage for the monarch and his consort to reaffirm their ties to the arts. Their visit, calm and deliberate, is far more than a public appearance. It is a gesture that speaks quietly but firmly to a monarch's evolving role in a changing Britain. King Charles, often portrayed in the media through the prism of duty and constitutional restraint, offers something quite different today. He exudes genuine warmth, engaging earnestly with artists and curators at the Final Portraits exhibition, a striking presentation that explores mortality and the lasting impressions individuals leave behind. There's a quiet irony in this, a monarch still early in his reign surrounded by artistic expressions of life's final chapters. But far from dwelling on morbidity, Charles brings energy and curiosity to the moment. He lingers in front of certain works, listens carefully, and asks questions that suggest not only interest but introspection, traits not always captured by the broader tabloid lens. Queen Camilla, standing beside him, complements this mood. Dressed in an understated dark outfit with a brooch that subtly catches the light, she engages with the artwork in her own rhythm. Her expressions alternate between thoughtful contemplation and the relaxed warmth she's increasingly known for. The couple appears comfortable, more than comfortable actually. They appear present. And in a world where royal engagements often feel choreographed to the point of sterility, this visit breathes something more organic. The symbolism is layered. Somerset House, once under royal command, now reimagined as a home for contemporary culture, serves as a bridge between past and present, just as King Charles himself tries to navigate monarchy in the 21st century. There's a deliberate contrast here to previous royal generations, for whom such a setting might have felt slightly out of place. But Charles is, in many ways, not merely continuing the institution's story. He's revising its tone. The visit continues with a striking shift in scenery, from modern visual art to the literary ghosts of Victorian England. The royal couple travels a short distance to 48 Doughty Street, the former home of Charles Dickens, where Camilla takes the lead. As she enters the preserved townhouse, now the Charles Dickens Museum, she's greeted by staff and descendants of the author himself. It's a moment suspended in time. Victorian wallpaper, ink-stained desks, and the scent of aged wood fill the air, evoking a bygone London full of fog, factories, and fiercely penned prose. Camilla is visibly delighted. Her eyes light up as she's shown a newly acquired rare portrait of Dickens. She jokes gently about his height, noting that he appears smaller than she imagined, a remark met with quiet laughter. Moments like this feel telling. There's a lightness to her that doesn't undermine the seriousness of the setting but instead humanizes it. For a royal long written about as the controversial third point in a well-known triangle, Camilla's increasing ease in cultural spaces hints at a woman who is slowly, deliberately crafting her own royal persona, grounded not in defensiveness but in interest, empathy, and soft humor. As actors Simon Callow and Miriam Margolyes perform dramatic readings from Dickens's Letters and A Christmas Carol, the Queen Consort is visibly moved. Her remarks afterward are simple but revealing. Dickens's works, she says, never feel old. They always show us something new. In her words, there's a subtle alignment between the enduring relevance of Dickens's critique of Victorian society and the monarchy's own slow attempts to remain culturally fluent and socially resonant. Of course, not everyone will see these visits in such generous terms. The undercurrent of public skepticism about royal spending, relevance, and representation never truly disappears. And for those attuned to the drama that has enveloped the House of Windsor in recent years, the fracturing of familial bonds, the Netflix confessions, the competing portraits of modern royalty, there is always a temptation to see each public appearance as part of a larger campaign for legitimacy. But perhaps that's precisely what makes this day's engagements so intriguing. There is no overt messaging here. No speech, no major statement, no overt recalibration of public opinion. Just the king and queen moving quietly through two spaces, one devoted to the future of art, the other to the literary legacy of the past, both of which subtly invite reflection. It's not performative, but it is purposeful. For viewers who have followed the royal family not only through palace windows but also through personal devotion, those who admired Diana's warmth appreciated the steadiness of Queen Elizabeth II, and still watched the younger princes with a mixture of hope and concern. There is something grounding in seeing Charles and Camilla absorbed in the same cultural threads that tie us all together: storytelling, beauty, memory. It would be easy in our current media climate to reduce the monarchy to personalities in conflict, the traditionalist versus the modernist, the spare versus the heir. But days like this quietly remind us that monarchy at its most palatable is about presence. Not dominance, not perfection, and not nostalgia, but presence. Being there in the room not as idols but as participants. And in that frame, this royal couple seems to be finding their footing. There's no sense of trying to compete with younger, more media-savvy royals. There is no visible effort to overshadow the headlines that inevitably orbit Prince Harry or Prince William. Instead, Charles and Camilla are choosing spaces where they can engage on their own terms, through art, through literature, and through a gentle steadiness that might just be their greatest strength. As the day ends and the cameras retreat, the images linger: a monarch smiling beside a haunting portrait, a consort laughing beneath Victorian chandeliers, two individuals once cast in complicated roles now moving through a simpler scene together, quietly purposeful. In an institution so often defined by spectacle, perhaps this quiet is the most strategic act of all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.